Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back. I hope everybody's having a really good day today. And I got some Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 gameplay here for you, so I hope you enjoy that. But in this video, I wanted to talk about, well, I wanted to talk about my Call of Duty obsession, or my obsession with Call of Duty. Now, due to life, I don't play the game as much as I used to, but whenever I do play, I like to get into it and I just fully indulge whenever I can. And at the same time, there are times where I just play for like maybe a couple hours and then call it a day, and then I won't even touch the game for a few days, and so on and so forth. You guys know how it is, especially if you're around my age. It's really hard to be as consistent as you once were due to other obligations that come up in life, and especially when shit happens. Sometimes you just don't feel like playing the game because, well, sometimes life takes over one way or another so hard that you just don't really feel like playing. You don't have that desire or the urge to play for a little while until things kind of subside. But even with that being said, no matter what happens, whether it's a little bit of Call of Duty fatigue or whether it's sometimes life hitting a little too hard and taking over a little too much, I always end up coming back to this game. And there are things that I still not only critique myself heavy on, but I still haven't fully accomplished in terms of what I want in Call of Duty because, well, I guess in terms of pubs and stuff like that, I always have this standard that I set for myself. Now, I know that I'm not. Again, I've said this before many times, and you know, I'm not at pro level, and I seriously doubt I'm at the top 1% of pub players either. There's really a lot of great players out there in terms of pubs. Even if that number of players is low, it's still a lot of players. But the thing is, I still, till this day, I always come back to this game, and I always dive in really deep. And to this day, I also watch even old videos, old gameplays, or old streams, as much as the timeline will let me, at least, of the Call of Duty players that I believe are some of the best, if not the best out there. And I still watch their old stuff, even in older games as well, to constantly see what I'm missing that's keeping me from being at that level. Because in my mind, and it's the way I think and it's the way I look at myself when it comes to this game, in my mind, I'm still that same noob that was struggling to go positive every single game. Like, obviously that's not the case anymore, but in my mind, I'm always, and this is somewhat unhealthy, I'm always comparing myself to like some of the best players that we've seen on here. Not because in my mind I think that I'm on that level, no, but because till this day I'm still trying to figure out what I can do to make myself a better player without necessarily compromising my style. I know that my biggest Achilles heel, if anything, is I need to slow down a little bit. I'm a lot more aggressive than what I should be, especially at certain instances, but I don't know. I just want to be that. I want to be like the Terminator. I want to I want to aim down sights at people and be in the right place, and just, you know, within a split second they want to, you know, I want to take them down, and it's, I don't know. And the fact that I just love to run and gun is just something that it's never left me really, and I just don't want to slow down. But I find myself like, again, in my mind, I know, well, in my mind, I'm always thinking I'm never going to be as good as the top 1% pub players in the Call of Duty community. Or in my mind, I always keep on saying there's always room for improvement, which there is. Regardless of what level you ever get that, there's always room of improvement. But in my mind, I'm always inadequate, and I'm not up to par. And I'm still seeking, and I still have that same feeling of what I did when I was a noob. Because when I was a complete noob at this game, I was always saying, okay, let's see if we can get from 15 to 20 kills, or let's see how many kills I can get in the next game. You know, you get that feeling to, like, you can't wait to start playing your next game to see how many kills you get. And I still get that feeling, which is healthy for the most part, but sometimes it's like, for instance, here's a couple of Call of Duty goals that I have not accomplished that I really want to. I have not gotten a DNA bomb in Advanced Warfare, and I'm still pretty much chasing that. I think I've gotten like maybe 25 or 20 something gun streak, but just never really got the DNA bomb in that game. I have to go look at the specifics of my combat record to see what the highest that I got was. But another one is the 70 kill challenge in TDM. I have not gotten the 70 kill TDM challenge yet in Black Ops 3 or in Advanced Warfare. Infinite Warfare I'm not going to mention because I didn't play that game long enough, so there you have it. But in Advanced Warfare I've gotten as close to 64, and Black Ops 3 65, I believe. And that's something that I still have on the back of my mind. You know, I'm not like, you know, I'm not saying that I'm going up to like Michael Jordan obsession with basketball level or anything like that, but it's still something that kind of, in some way, in a very minimal way, obviously. I mean, not like serious, but serious enough to where I constantly think about it, like in the back of my mind at least every now and then. The fact that I haven't accomplished that yet is something that I still think about, and it's still a goal of mine, and it still feels great to go into Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 and to chase that challenge. And as a matter of fact, it's actually the reason why I spent so much time playing Team Deathmatch. If Black Ops 2, if the connection in Black Ops 2 was a little bit better, to where I would find more games and consistent games connection-wise of Kill Confirmed, I'd be playing Kill Confirmed, because that's the game mode I really like. Black Ops 3, although I enjoy playing Kill Confirmed, I don't play it as much as I used to. And the 70 TDM challenge is just something that has absolutely just like made TDM more fun for me than even Kill Confirmed in Black Ops 3. Go figure. And I constantly look at other players and I watch them and I see what they're doing, and even some players that I don't normally watch, I watch them as well. I mean, and the thing is, they don't even have to be the most popular players here on YouTube or on Twitch or whatnot. Although there are a few players that I personally gravitate towards, but in terms of YouTube, I'm just trying to basically look at everybody and see what they're doing and trying to get better by looking at them and watching them and to see what they do. And in my mind, everybody is going to be better than me. In my mind, it's always going to be the case. No matter how far I go, I can, even if I were to accomplish certain goals in Call of Duty that I haven't accomplished yet, in my mind, everybody is always going to be better. And I'm always going to be that person that's just lacking behind. And that's something that kind of keeps me going. And I think also, to a certain degree, you know, you gotta critique yourself, and you gotta, it's important to kind of acknowledge your weaknesses as well as your strengths. And sometimes it's just a really hard pill to swallow. If, you know, every once in a while I'll say to myself, hey, you know, for one reason or another, for many reasons or a handful of reasons, I always keep on saying to myself, hey, you're never gonna be as good as this guy, or you're never gonna be as good as that guy. But at the same time, it's something I accept, but at the same time I don't, if that makes any sense. But I'm a realistic person, but there's always, in Call of Duty, this game always brings me back for reasons that I've just explained, as well as the reason to, hey, let's get back on and play because it feels good to play, and you never know what could happen. You might accomplish one of these things, or you might learn something out of playing that you just, for some reason, just never really hit you before. It's just, there's just so many factors, and that's one of the reasons, at least from a mental perspective, of why I keep on coming back to play this game, Call of Duty. And it's also because I enjoy it. I play the Call of Duties that I enjoy. I personally think if you don't enjoy a Call of Duty, or a certain Call of Duty, or any game in particular, and if you keep going back to play it, I personally think it's unhealthy. Even if you do it on a professional level, I mean, I think even some pros will acknowledge that, you know, forcing themselves to play a game that they don't enjoy playing, or at least an iteration of a game that they don't enjoy playing, I bet you even they will, you know, they'll agree that it's unhealthy to keep going back and playing that game. It really is. So, even obsessions themselves can be unhealthy if they're taken to a certain point. And like I said, my obsession hasn't gotten to like that crazy point, but every once in a while though, it is something that I think about, and that's something that I stay conscious about. So in this video, I just wanted to kind of explain my, I don't know, my Call of Duty mentality and my slight obsession with the game, and in terms of how I play and how I strive to get better and kind of what I do. So anyway, that's all I got for this one, guys. I just wanted to kind of share something a little deep with you, and let me know, do you guys feel a similar way, regardless of what your skill level is? Do you guys think a certain way? Do you feel a certain way? Or do you not give a damn, or am I just crazy, or what? So let me know. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I could do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.